Well, today is February 20th in 2025, and today history was made because today the Senate, by a vote of 51 to 49, voted Kash Patel to be the next head of the FBI. That's a 10-year term, folks, and he's been nominated, and now he has been given the vote to be the next FBI director for 10 years. Now, why is that such a big deal? Well, this is one of the most hotly contested nominations and cabinet picks I think I've ever seen in my years of watching this stuff. It was brutal. And I mean, it was about as ugly as you could get. The Democrats did everything to try to destroy him, and the Republicans were there trying to prop him up. Kash Patel has got a lot of experience. He's been an attorney for a long time. He was a defense attorney, but he was also a prosecuting. Well, he was an attorney for the bad guys necessarily, or someone that was charged with a crime. So he's been on both sides of the aisle. He's been for the defense. He's been for the plaintiff. Done both of that. He's worked with the administration for a long period of time. Now, he's been nominated, but there was a reason that the Dems were fighting against him so dramatically, in my opinion. Here's what I'm thinking. He said he's going to go in there and clean up the mess because right now the FBI is on about the lowest ebb that you could possibly be as far as what the American people thinks of the FBI. When I was growing up, I thought the FBI was one of the greatest things ever. I used to watch it on TV. Efren Zimbalist Jr., the FBI. He had a lot of pride in the FBI. Well, now 40% of America trust the FBI. 40%? That means 60% don't. FBI's got the worst image now going because it turned into a political wing of one particular party. And we all know whose that is. So, Kash Patel said, we got to clean this mess up. From the top down, said the agents are some of the best of the best. But it's the top, it's the seventh floors, they say. That's where they got dirty. And that's where the things happened, and the FBI did some things, probably the worst things that you could imagine. So, Kash Patel is now the head of the FBI. And what's he going to do? Well, let me tell you about what he could do. And let me point out one person for you, just for you to take a look at. It's good old Hakeem Jeffries. He's now the spokesperson for the Democrats. He's not the speaker, because the Democrats don't own the House. But let me tell you a little bit about Hakeem Jeffries. When Hakeem, before he was in Congress, his net worth was $26,000. Now, for the average person, that's pretty much how we are. You know, nobody's starting out big. Nobody's, in the high dollar end. So he starts before Congress as the net worth of $26,000. Been in Congress for a little bit of time now. His net worth is, you ready? Today, $21.9 million. 26,000 to 21.9. Man, how do you do that? I don't know. I can't tell you. But in 2024, here's some of his congressional expenses. He had $221,000 worth of travel. Okay, he's a congressman. He's got to go to a lot of places. I'll give him that. $116,000 for entertainment. I don't know where he's getting his entertainment. It must be pretty good entertainment. I don't spend that kind of money at all on entertainment. Obviously, that's $116K, and I don't have that kind of money. $51,000 for working meals. And he's eating at Ruth Chris a whole lot, apparently. And he's got $102,000 for gifts. Who do you give $102,000 worth of gifts? I don't know. And, of course, he's got a little petty cash walking around money, and that was $16,000. Well, if you think about it, does that qualify Hakeem Jeffries for referral to the Department of Justice? Pam Bondi, heading that up right now. She's a tough cookie. Trust me, she's tough. And you got Kash Patel in there as the head of the FBI. FBI, Kash, Pam Bondi, and Justice. I think, and this is my opinion, I think there's a lot of members of Congress that are worried they're going to be investigated. And corruption is going to be found, and it's probably going to be worse than anybody could possibly imagine. And once they turn over one, there's going to be a lot of people turned over because you go after me concept, I'll go after you concept. You tell on me, I'll tell on you. This may not be pretty in the coming weeks and months, but I believe Kash Patel is going to go in there and say, we got to root out the mess. And corruption, hell, how can you go from $26,000 to 26,000 to 21.9 million? How do you do that? I think most of us would like to know, because he did it. What did he do to get there? There's an old saying, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Is this the case? It may that be with a number of congressmen and senators. Nobody's immune in Congress, folks. This could be ugly. Let's just see where it goes. But now you understand what's going on. Life ain't pretty in Washington, D.C. As a matter of fact, it's pretty ugly. And now it looks like we are draining the swamp. And how will it end up? Nobody knows. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a ride.